Hello guys, welcome to Prominent Education. We have created this channel for the aspirants who are preparing for many competitive exams. Our main focus is to provide them a better understanding of the subject so that they can do better in their exams and can get their desired results. So now start with the very first topic. Our very first topic is narration. Narration is a very important topic for many competitive exams, mostly asked topic. Now, what is narration and why we need to study narration? Suppose I tell you what are the two chief components of communication. First one is sender and the second one is receiver. But suppose there is a communication gap between them. A speaker cannot directly communicate to the receiver. So what actually happens? Speaker chooses an intermediate person so that the message can be transferred between the two. And then that intermediate person is known as your narrator. So what actually happens? Speaker sends its message to the narrator and narrator then sends its message to the receiver. But what actually happened in the meanwhile, there is a slight difference between what speaker told to the narrator and what narrator is telling to the receiver, and those difference, and in the narration topic we are going to study that difference. So now let's start the topic narration. Now what is direct speech? If a sentence spoken by the receiver is written without any change, then the sentence is said to be in direct speech. As you can see the example, he says I like football. This is a speaker's message. Now if I tell you different parts of direct speech, so whatever written outside inverted comma is known as your reporting verb, and whatever written inside the inverted comma is known as your reported speech. If you will refer different books, they will give you different names, but name is not important here. Now what is indirect speech? If the sentence is spoken by the speaker is changed by the narrator following some certain rules, then it is said to be indirect speech. Like you can see the example, he says that he likes football. Now there is a difference between direct speech and indirect speech. As you can see both the examples, you can identify the differences. There are no inverted comma in indirect speech. So now let's move. What are the different rules? In narration, all you are going to do, you will change direct speech into indirect speech. Now in this video I will tell you some of the very basic rules of changing direct speech into indirect speech. So first rule is remove comma and inverted comma and put that conjunction between the reporting verb and reported speech. You should know what is reporting verb and what is reported speech. Now second rule is pronouns are changed according to the subject of the reporting verb. There are no hard rules for that. You can easily identify which pronoun would come. Now change in tenses. As I told you, there is a change what the speaker tells to the receiver and what the narrator tells to the receiver. So there is a change of tense takes place in both the speeches. Now present simple changes to past simple. As you can see the example, he said I like school. So this would change to be he said that he liked school. As you can see, I changed to he. That is a change in pronoun, and like, which is in V1 form, is changed to liked, which is in V2 form. V1 form represents present simple and V2 represents past simple. Now next example is Raju said I do not like cricket. This changes to Raju said that he did not like cricket. As you know, do is the helping verb of your present simple tense and did is the helping verb of your past simple tense, and I changed to he because the reporting verb has a proper noun Raju. Now present continuous changes into past continuous. As you can see the example is she said I am washing clothes. This would change to be She said that she was washing clothes. Now I changed to she as according to the reporting verb, and am changed into was. That is, am is a helping verb of your present continuous tense and was is a helping verb of your past continuous tense. Look at the difference. We have removed comma and inverted commas. We have put that conjunction there. So we'll have to do this approach to change direct speech into indirect speech. Now let's see next example. They said it is raining. Now this would change to be they said that it was raining. Here there's no change in pronoun took place because we are not going to, there is no subject in the sentence, but if you can see, is converted into was, because is a helping verb of your present continuous tense and was is a helping verb of your past continuous tense. Now next example is present perfect changes into past perfect. As you can see the example, he said I have gone there. This would change to be he said that he had gone there. I changed to he and have changed into had. This makes it in past perfect. Now next example is she said I have finished the homework. This changes into she said that she had finished the homework. Had changed into had, and I as according to the reporting verb changed into she. Now our next example is present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Like you can see example, he said I have been working here for 4 years. Now this would change like he said that he had been working there for 4 years. Have changed into had and I changed into he as according to reporting verb. We have removed comma and inverted commas and we have put that there. Now simple past changes into past perfect. Example, teacher said to me you answered correctly. This sentence is in past simple tense, and now look how it changes. Teacher told me that I had answered correctly. Now had is a helping verb of your past perfect tense, so we have to put had there, and you changed into I as according to the reporting verb because the teacher was telling me, so that's why we are putting I as a subject in the indirect speech, and comma and inverted commas are removed. Now next example is he said I went there. Let's see how it changes. He said that he had gone there. As you can easily identify the differences between the two sentences. Now past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Examples you can see, Raju said I was playing. This sentence is in past continuous tense. Let's see how it changes. Raju said that he had been playing. Now was is in past continuous tense and had been playing is in your past perfect continuous tense. I changed to he because the subject of the reporting verb is Raju, which is a proper noun. Now see the next example. She said to me I was waiting for you. Now as you can see, the direct speech is referring to she said to me. So what would actually happen? The subject would change according to the reporting verb. As you can see, she told me that she had been waiting for me. This is how the indirect speech changes. Now past perfect, when we talk about past perfect, it is already in past, it is in V3 form, so there is no change in past perfect tense. The sentence, the direct and indirect speech remains the same. There is only difference that we have to remove comma and inverted comma, and the other thing we'll have to do is change the pronoun. The change of pronoun will take place he said I had gone there changes to he said that he had gone there. I changed to he as according to the subject of the reporting verb. Now future simple tense, whenever it comes to future tense, the only thing you will have to do is change will and shall into would. Example, you can see he said I will go there. This changes to he said that he would go there. The only thing we are doing is will is changed into would. I changed to he as according to the subject of the reporting verb. We have removed comma and inverted commas. Now next tense is future continuous tense. The future continuous tense, when we talk about, will be is a helping verb of future continuous tense that would changed into would be. As you can see the example, he said I will be doing my work. This would change like he said that he would be doing work. My work is changed into his work. This we would discuss later. I changed into he, and we have removed comma and inverted commas. This is how we change into direct speech into indirect speech. Now the next tense is future perfect tense. The helping verb of future perfect tense is will have. The only change you will have to make is change will into would so that it would become would have. Now example is he said I will have gone there. This would change into he said that he would have gone there. I changed into he and will have changed into would. Now look at the models. What are the models? Models are the auxiliary verbs that are used to define certain abilities, certain qualities, certain situations. Now let's study some model verbs. Can changed into could. As you can see in the example, he said I can play violin. So he said that he could play violin. This is how we change the sentence which have models in direct speech. Now may changes into might. As you can see the example, he said it may rain. This would change into he said that it might rain. May changed into might, and we put that instead of comma and inverted commas. Now must changed into had to. It also changes into will have to. That is according to the subject sentence of your direct speech. Now as you can see the example, he said I must work hard. So he said that he had to work hard. This is how you will change direct speech into indirect speech. Now there are some models that do not change. Would, when we talk about would does not change. He said I would start a business. The only thing you will have to do is remove comma and inverted commas, change the pronoun and write the sentence as it is. He said that he would start a business. Now could, how could changes. Example, he said I could win the match. So this would change like he said that he could win the match. The only thing is I changed into he, the change of pronoun as according to the reporting verb, and there is a change in comma and inverted comma. Now might does not change, should does not change, ought to does not change. As you can see the examples, he said I might go changes into he said that he might go. No change. He said I should tell her. He said that he should tell her. As according to the reporting verb, we changed I into he. Now ought to, he said I ought to respect him. He said that he ought to respect him. This is how we change direct speech into indirect speeches. Now how changes in tense takes place, how changes in time and places takes place. Today is converted into that day, tomorrow is converted into the next day, yesterday is converted into the previous day, tonight converted into that night, here converted into there, this is converted into that, those converted into these, converted into those, and now converted into then. This is all from this video. We have discussed very basic rules to change direct speech into indirect speech. In our next video we will do some advanced rule. We will study some advanced rules of changing the direct speech into indirect speech. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please press the like button and subscribe our channel. We will come with more videos to help you guys on your studies. Meanwhile, thank you.